everybody, Joy here. It is the 21st of July, 2023, and it's a Friday. I tell you, if I sound like and look like the wind has been knocked out of my sails, it's because it has been. I can't really go into why. It has nothing to do with Jerry or Jerry's condition. And since this is my sewing channel, maybe you don't know, Jerry had a heart attack last weekend. Yes. Just out of the blue. I don't want to go into all the details of that because I've already told the story. So if you haven't heard the story about my husband's heart attack, it's on my Shine channel. And a lot of people know I have another channel and you know how to get there. But if you'll just Google in YouTube, Shine Joy Bernhardt, you'll find it. And you'll see it's a skinny picture of me on my cell phone. And I talk all about what happened to Jerry. So if you haven't heard it, you can go there. And the good news is he now is the proud owner of a pacemaker. But the sad part of that is he's not done getting his other shoulder fixed from where he fell on the ice and separated the muscle from the bone, and then he had to have surgery, and he was in the middle of physical therapy, so he still can't get his arm up all the way like he's supposed to. And so now he has the pacemaker on the other side of his body, and he's got that arm in a sling for 6 weeks. It's just, oh, bless his heart. So now I'm having to help him get dressed. But that's okay, praise God, he's here, and he's still got his 2 arms, and he still has his heart, and the pacemaker is making it beat perfectly, and I'm so excited. So, I need to amend something that I said in my previous Joy Bernhardt channel video. Several people had asked me before I did that if I had heard about Surefit Designs. And I had. So I simply said 1 or 2 sentences, but I said it wrong and I need to amend what I said. I have gone back and I have taken those words out of my last video, so nobody else will hear it wrong. But the thing about Surefit Designs, if you own Surefit Designs, and if you learned about it and, you know, bought it because of me, because I love it so much, I just want you to know that Surefit Designs is not going away, as I said. Yes, Glenda is retiring, which she has every right in the whole wide world to. Nobody doesn't understand that. She's going to retire, but that doesn't mean the business is going away. So just let me say that Surefit Designs is not going away. Okay? So I just wanted to clarify that. And one more thing, if you have any questions about the future, the present, the past, anything having to do with Surefit Designs, please email Glenda at Surefit Designs and ask her, and then you'll get it straight from the owner of Surefit Designs instead of just a customer that loves it and has used it for many years. Okay, so I wanted to get that cleared up. I'm very sorry if I said it wrong, and I hope that you will get the real story from Surefit Designs. And I just won't mention it again because I don't work there. I'm not an employee. I'm not even an affiliate. I'm not anything. So I really can't answer your questions, okay? So I'm really sorry I said that wrong. So, back to me. Since this is my channel. Jerry got his pacemaker put in on Tuesday. He went to the hospital in Texas on Sunday night, late, got there at 2 a.m. via ambulance from the emergency room up here by where we live. But they don't, you know, have a heart ward section, floor, whatever, at our little bitty hospital. So, he has a pacemaker, his heart is beating fine. It's funny, he came home all puffy. You know, I'm used to being puffy in my feet and ankles, but his look worse than mine right now. His arms were all puffy when we first got home, but his arms are like back to normal, but his trunk and his legs are still swollen. So since they wouldn't let him eat or drink for the first 2 days and nights, they did have a drip going into him. So you nurse people, Maybe you can tell me, why on earth my husband's swollen? The pacemaker went in up here, not in his feet. Okay, so we're home now. We're going to go see his GP this afternoon, who is here. GP, what's that stand for? General practitioner. Her name is Dr. Shannon, we call her. And she's about 15 miles from here. And she wanted to see him 2 days after he got home. So we're going to go see her this afternoon. Jerry can't drive for 2 weeks. So I'm still the driver. Which is fine. I'm kind of enjoying it, actually. And we'll go see her this afternoon and see what she does. All they prescribed him was an antibiotic. They asked him if he wanted pain pills. He said no. And so he has no pain pills, and he's doing really, really good insofar as that. So we're just so excited. I am so thankful. I cannot tell. I was so happy. I really was. I was just, you saw me. If you watch my video over there in China, I was happy as could be. Why? Number one, he was alive. Number two, it wasn't a massive heart attack. He didn't have to have stents. He didn't have to have a quadruple bypass like a lot of other people I know. And I was just so happy. I was just so happy about all that. But then you know how something will always happen to bust up your happiness sometimes in your life. And boy, did that ever happen to me. I was so low. I was so low. I tell you, I just went to bed that night crying myself to sleep. And I was just torn. Just torn. I just felt so bad. And it was over this phone call that I got that I'm not going to tell you about. But I just want you to know that sometimes, even when something very hurtful happens to you, we have to rise above it. We have to. Or we're just going to go crawl in a corner, a dark corner somewhere, and just spend the rest of our lives there because we don't want to be hurt anymore. We don't want to know any more people anymore because it's always a person that hurts you, isn't it? So I decided to just, I actually talked to I talked to two friends, and oh, they both just, they lifted me up. Lifted me up. Praise God for true friends. So, thank you. You two know who you are, and I love you both dearly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I don't really have anything to show you or tell you. I mean, we just got home. And we've got to get to the doctor this afternoon at 2 o'clock. But I want to get this up right away because a lot of you are asking about Jerry. And I just want to tell you, he's downstairs getting showered right now. I'm going to have to run down there and help him put his socks on. He's got two arms that he can't lift above his head. And now the one arm with the pacemaker, he can't push and he can't pull and he can't lift his arm higher than this. So I have to help him put his socks on, which is kind of cute. And other than that, 2 o'clock we'll go see the doctor. Oh my gosh, there's a show on today I really want to watch, and y'all be sure and watch it too. It's Edita Sitar. This is for my quilting friends. You know who you are. Edita Sitar's doing some kind of Christmas in July thing. It has to do with trip around an island or a trip around the world or something like that. And my friend Philly just told me that she's getting her first baby quilt kit today. Now, I signed up for that before Philly did. And I don't know why I haven't gotten my little baby quilt kit yet. But I'm going to have to call the powers that be if Philly gets hers before mine. Of course, it's probably the same, so I can just ask her to send me a picture and show me what it is because I'm so excited. It's not a baby quilt. It's not a miniature quilt. Excuse my voice. It's not a miniature quilt. It's just a small quilt, like a wall hanging, I guess. And so, if you know Edita Sitar, laundrybasketquilts.com, she has these little quilts all over one of her walls. And so I'm wanting to make them and hang them up. Over here I have windows, but the rest of the room I don't, and I have a lot of blank space up high. I'm sorry, that was a sneeze break. You know my head. Do you know what? I was staying in a hotel down there in Denison, Texas, and my nose didn't run at all. My nose didn't run in the hospital. I wasn't sneezing and coughing. I'm telling you, we may have to move down there. I don't know what the difference is. Maybe I'm allergic to my own house. Who knows? But that isn't true because I'm even worse than this when I'm up in Oklahoma City. You know, we lived up there for 1,000 years, so we may never know who has what allergy from what element. So I'm going to let you go. I'm sorry I don't have something to show you that I'm sewing or quilting or putting jewelry together. I just don't today. But I wanted to give you an update on Jerry. He's doing great, except he can't drive right now. And I still plan on going to Expo in August. And I still plan on him being able to drive that RV down there because we have reservations at an RV park. So I'm hoping all that will go as planned. And I'll be back soon with maybe some snippets for you. How about that? Love you all. Bye for now.